you can get that first hit and then read the dodge, like you're going to get some nice damage regardless. But yeah, now he's getting ooh, okay, back and forth right there with the down air combos. I like it, down air, down light combos, but he's still getting chased up. Gonna go ahead and let that one go away. Get back to the stage. Very smart.
Ooh, okay, weapon toss, good protection there for Kylar Alice, but now he's left himself unarmed. Likely want to lean on this sword for the potential for the D-Light into the recovery for the knockout because both of them are in that kill percent.
Yeah.
Kylar Alice slips by and does pick up a sword.
Okay. Here we go. Sword on deck, and that's going to be, no, not actually going for the recovery, but honestly still gets a nice neutral layer there to pop him back into the air, and that is going to be it right there. Great gravity cancel into the recovery. I was expecting to go for it after the down air, but maybe it was like a little too far away, so he was like, I don't want to risk it. But that was nice, you know, a little patience right there. Still netted you a stock.
Yeah, I thought he had the bounce there for that one. Meanwhile, Kylar Alice now is going to be struggling to get this knockout. We saw Dare into Nair be a really good tool in the EU last weekend, but right now Kylar Alice is getting nothing.
Oh,
He's
man.
getting chopped up.
He barely touched that wall, too. I'm not even sure. I don't think he had his dodge before, so that might have been it if he wasn't able to get that. But either way, yeah, he is just struggling to find this stock. Can't get the neutral air, can't get the neutral light. Just nothing really working out in his favor. About to get lapped in percentage.
Yeah, this is looking real good for Dummy. Recovery will punish that spot dodge from Dummy. Kylar Alice finally gets that stock, but man, look at that health.
Yeah, that is, it's very, yeah, I was like, it's very red. It's time for you to go. So immediately swipes him out of there. And that is going to be one stock left here for Kylar Alice. Dummy, man, definitely doing a great job on this first game, putting the pressure on Kylar Alice and letting him know that, hey, man, this isn't going to be no easy win.
Yeah, that was basically a 2-for-1. It took 2 of Kylar Alice's stocks to get 1 of Dummy's.
Right. Chopping him up.
Nice return from Kylar Alice, but he's still taking the brunt of the damage. You can see Dummy really outpacing him.
Kind of dancing real quick, but managed to get away from that. And honestly, you know, Kylar Alice is kind of doing some work on this stock for what it's worth, but it may just be too late. Yeah, that's going to be an easy pickup. I think that was down sig. Yeah, he just kind of, oh, no, I don't think that was side sig. It's a little farther. But regardless, he hit him, he swiped him, and he's gone.
It's tricky to tell. The down sig and side sig, they hit in different spaces, but they look similar. And of course, Kylar Alice, he's going to make the immediate swap to the Bode Bar. Wasn't really feeling the JN in that one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, it didn't look too well for him. The Great Sword seemed to have lost its luster like relatively early in that matchup, so then it was just Sword versus, I guess, Sword versus Guitar and Sword. While I know he still tried to use his Great Sword a little later in that match, it didn't seem like he really got much after the beginning. So, pretty good switch here. You got, you know, the sword still, and then you get the hammer, very exact weapon, if you will. It's like whatever you think you're doing with the hammer is exactly what you're doing. Like, I want to hit this way, I'm doing it. All right.
It's very straightforward. You point in the direction of the opponent and you press the attack button.
Yep.
But yeah, I really like the swap to the Bode Bar just because like where he was struggling the most was getting that first stock, right? Like he had Dummy in the red and he just couldn't get the stock. Hammer is going to be able to do that for him.
I mean, of course, I mean, if he could find those conversions too on the sword, he would have been able to do that as well. But yeah, Dummy was just kind of playing around him quite well with sword versus sword action. And still kind of doing that. Wait a minute. I thought he was going to go for that ground pound, but no. Waits it out. Doesn't want to. That's the down for sure. That was a very short one.
Oh, Kylar.
Oh, come on, bro. Not like this.
What? He had the movement, but then he like fast fell to avoid the threat of Dummy and just didn't have the movement a second time. And now Kylar Alice, again, going to get lapped by Dummy.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Get back. Yeah, he's going to get right back into there. Now, we are trying to see exactly how he's going to get right through this pressure, and he managed to do that right now. Nice little hits right here from the... Oh, what is going on? That is... there must be a malfunction somewhere in this game. He has dropped another stock. I'm not sure why he did that. That had to be a malfunction of the controller, but he's going to continue to play it out. He just kind of walked off right there, so I'm going to assume that was definitely a malfunction. But this has left him in a really bad spot. Now he's most likely going to go down 2-0 to Dummy. He's going to have to fight his way all the way back on most of his counter picks as well. Oh, that's going to be rough. Yeah, man, that's the worst. I feel like that's the worst part about it. It's just, you know, like you don't want to get this far into the bracket and then have some malfunctions on your internet or whatever. But he ends up getting an error there. Maybe he can potentially pull this one back from the depths.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to basically have to reverse 3-stock this one to get it back. But the hammer has that potential. I mean, it's Kylar Alice we're talking about. Like, this dude's dominated Australia. If anyone can do it, it's going to be Kylar Alice.
Yeah, I just, man, I don't know if it was internet issues, controller issues. It's just, man, it's so unfortunate to get those this late into the bracket, you know?
Yeah, that's just a rough spot to be in. The recovery's going to do it. And now, Dummy still yet to drop a game. Kylar Alice is having a rough time here in the Spring Championship. Yeah. And now Kylar Alice has to reverse 3-0 in order to win and go into the Grand Finals.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to go down like this, man. This is a rough outing for Kylar Alice for sure, but you got one more game, and potentially you got one more game to try to prove himself for sure. But you know, if he can't do it there, then Dummy will be moving on to that winners, that Grand Finals.
Whoa,
really feeling good about it.
We talking a deep pocket pick with this one though. Going over to the Zariel for game number 3. No carryover to any of the previous characters he's played or reported today.
You know what's crazy too is that I was literally just talking about that last stream.
Yeah.
Or I was like, man, you know, I really think that Zariel might actually make some waves, and here we are. Here we are looking at Zariel. I hope it makes some waves. I hope it makes some waves though, because you know, if this is like a deep pocket pick and it doesn't go well, then I'm gonna have to eat those words.
Yeah, he just does 10 damage. You're like, ooh, okay.
All right, so here we go. Kylar Alice on the Zariel, max defense as well, so he loses a little of that dexterity, but it's probably not that big of a deal for him. Didn't realize that Zariel is so slow too, but he's got a lot of attack and a lot of defense, so we'll be able to tank some hits here and dish out some good damage. He's able to get in there.
I also noticed, just checking out their titles, that it's the World Champion 2019 versus 2020, I think is what their titles were. So it's both, you know, representative year after year for Australia.
Yeah. All right. So get some free damage right there. Nice little combination right at the beginning. Ooh. Gotta get yourself back down. Putting himself in a bad position. Not sure why he went for that nair so high up there. But yeah, Dummy just all over him. Doesn't matter which area he's dodging. Dummy already knows. He dodged in. Dummy was already throwing that side air backwards.
Yeah, Dummy's doing a really good job maintaining this pressure with the sword. Kylar Alice going to quick hop over that side air, but still not getting the biggest momentum with 2 really good momentum tools. He gets the side light, but doesn't really do much afterwards.
Okay. Now, the crazy part about this is that it does look like Kylar Alice or Dummy was in control of, you know, like the I guess the flow of the game, but the damage says otherwise. You know, they're pretty much even right now, and he's been able to live that luckily because Zariel does have a lot of defense, but you know, still, how are you going to get this KO is the real thing. I think that's one of the issues with Zariel, if I remember, is that he doesn't really have good true combos into his SIGs.
Yeah, it's really hard for him to get into those signatures. He does still have things like bow D-Light in the recovery, things like that, but he is going to struggle a little bit to get these knockouts.
Yeah, he's going to mostly gonna go for a hard read or a raw SIG. But he does find right there the neutral air. The good thing about having this legend having so much force, though, you do have options to get some KOs on some things that do obviously KO in this game, but KO a little faster when you have this high force.
That nair, generally not the strongest knockout tool, but he's going to be going over to the gauntlets again, just trying to get these dodge read setups. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get warmed up on these gauntlets to see how Dummy reacts.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, this is the first time he's played gauntlets throughout the set. I mean, honestly, first time he's played both these weapons because there was no crossover through any of this. The bow and the gauntlets were both coming out, but seems to be doing quite well, at the very least on that bow. Nice little combination yet again. Okay,
he's reading a dodge.
Okay. that was a little much right there for me.
Yeah, I think the only reason why that wasn't a better read was because Dummy was unarmed and there was a weapon right behind him. But like normal situation, I think Dummy dodges in there and Kylar Alice was looking for that.
Okay, I can see that. Kylar Alice though, doing a really good job of at least keeping the lead here. But ooh, and he tried to drop a SIG out of there. Yeah, it was a down SIG most likely.
Yeah. Where you go?
Oh.
Okay. I guess he knew he didn't have the jumps.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
Right, good spot dodge.
Yeah, only down by a little bit if he can find the stock here. End up throwing that weapon away, but Dummy, ooh, the little 3-piece right there.
Oh, Kylar Alice is getting desperate though. You see him throwing out all these 6. Oh, the nest! Dummy! No!
You're absolutely nasty, bro. Like, that was so sick.
I thought he was done. He was like, all right, recovery, Nair, back off. Just kidding. Went back in, Nair, chase dodge, Nair. Dummy, deleting Kylar Alice. Still yet to drop a game and is now sitting in the grand finals. That is disgusting.
Yeah, man, if you keep playing like that, there's no doubt in my mind that you're winning this tournament. Like, the way that was just domination throughout. Now, I know in that second game there was some technical difficulties for Kylar, but the first and third game with no technical difficulties, Dummy was still, on top. So, by a large margin, I mean, I feel like this game was a little closer throughout the stretch, but near the end, I mean, he just exploded at the end. Good stuff to Dummy right there to go ahead and take this winners finals, now sitting grands.
That was some destruction.